Hello there, this is 𝐍𝐻𝐄 and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue talking about Asphalt Legends Unite. And I say talking because today we're gonna be doing the patch notes review for the upcoming season that is due in a couple of days, the Carnival Rush season. And we're gonna read through the entirety of the patch notes. I'm gonna give you my thoughts, but not only that, we're also gonna look at the trailer for the season that was released just today. So yes, we're gonna do all of that, but before I jump into it, if you enjoy my content, please hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel, because when you do these things, you make it more likely for YouTube to recommend it to more people, and in that way the channel can continue growing and I can continue making this content for you. So if you want more of this, go ahead, like and subscribe. But alright, so first things first, you might be wondering, 𝐍𝐻𝐄, why did it take you so long to make this video? The patch notes have been out for a while. Well, yes and no. Remember that I'm not an official content creator and the patch notes were available for them, not for the regular YouTuber like myself. So yes, I did not have access to them, and honestly I didn't want to use someone else's video to build my own. So that is why I normally wait until the patch notes show up in the website, which is just today, and that's why I'm making this video for you right now. But it was kind of good because again, we're gonna be able to look at the trailer for it, so might as well do that. Now, I'm gonna play the video muted because, of course, as usual, copyright situation, so I don't want to risk it. But I will leave the link to this video in the description, maybe in the top right if I remember also. If you want to go ahead and watch it, I would recommend you to watch it with the music and all of that. But over here, we're just gonna have a quick look at it because, hey, why not? It's a short one. It's 35 seconds in total, really less than that. But yeah, it's basically just a quick showcase of the cars featured in the season, which I gotta say, I'm interested in some of them, some others not so much, but hey, it's fine. So 6 new cars, obviously the front and center is gonna be the Ferrari because of course, a new game mode with a bunch of coins, and yeah, just, you know, showing the cars in some of the tracks in the game and whatnot, some action shots, and hey, I think that's fine. It's good to have some little bit of promotion like that, but yeah, as you can tell, it doesn't have a whole lot of anything in terms of, you know, showing much other than, hey, these are the cars. That's why the patch notes are there, and yeah, let's have a look at that. So once again, I'm gonna read through the entire thing, so let's get into it. Carnival Rush patch notes, it says that it was released on February the 2nd, the patch notes, but really for me it was the 3rd, so I don't know. It always seems that this has the wrong date, but whatever. For me, it was literally a couple of hours ago that this finally released. A brand new update is upon us, and we're finally ready to parade everything included in the celebrations, along with taking a look at our Carnival Rush season. In this update, we've included some serious quality of life improvements to career and private lobbies, and one of our most epic collaboration is making a return with a new game mode. And here's the promo material that I'm probably gonna use for the thumbnail of this video, so there you go. And it reads, Collector Game Mode. It's finally happening. LEGO is making a return to the tracks, and we're introducing Collector Mode alongside it. You'll have to wait until our upcoming Gold Pursuit season to get your hands on the all-new LEGO Technic Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, which will be a fun addition to any garage. So they already announced that it's going to be a thing, but they don't really give too much, or rather, we have to wait until the next season. So, well, I mean, I guess they just wanted to show it off already. I mean, in theory, wouldn't it have been better to wait until, you know, until the other season began, but whatever. Here's the details. The Collector Mode itself is a spin of our Time Attack mode. You start the race with a limited amount of time, and your goal is to grab as many collectibles as you can. Each one collected will extend your race time, slightly gaining more time if your car has higher rating. Your final score will be based on the total amount you are able to collect. Alright, so right off the bat, this reminds me a lot of that Asphalt 7 game mode. I mean, I think this is a generally common game mode in games like this, where indeed you have a little bit of time to do the race, but you gotta pick up some items that increase your time and whatnot. So that's the idea. What is interesting here is that your score is based on the rating of your car, from what I understand. So that means that a Class S car, I suppose, is gonna get a higher rating than a Class D would, simply because, well, it's a higher class, higher rank, whatever. The LEGO Technic Chevrolet Corvette Stingray will be the first of a total of 4 new LEGO cars that we will be releasing throughout the next few months, so stay tuned for more news. So this is actually something that I found very interesting because, in case you don't know, we have had in the game in the past the LEGO Technic McLaren Senna GTR. In fact, I made a video showing it and whatnot. If I remember, I'll put the link in the top right if you want to watch that. But yeah, we have had them before, but those are not cars that you get to keep. But over here, it does seem that you will be able to collect, so that'll be interesting. To be honest, I'm not particularly happy or interested in the terms that I don't really like them that much, you know, as a car in the game. But hey, for the collection value, I think it's good, so it'll be interesting. I wonder what are the other cars that are going to be coming up with that, but we'll see. I think the one is a Porsche, just because I think I remember seeing the Porsche on the 𝐏𝐀𝐓𝐄𝐇 announcement for Lego itself, not for Asphalt, but anyway, whatever. Private lobby, single player. This has been a big ask from our community, and we're more than happy to oblige. You'll now be able to start a private lobby all by yourself without the need to populate a lobby first or ask a friend to join in. This will be the easiest way to practice on new tracks with any car in your garage and without spending precious fuel. This is absolutely a W move. I really like this because, hey, finally, if I just want to drive my Veneno that only has 3 fuel and I want to drive it in whatever track, I can do it. Now, just as a bit of a side note, it is sort of similar to the quick race mode that we have on the Nintendo Switch, though in the Nintendo Switch is different just because over there, you can race against the AI and you can select the difficulty of the AI and whatnot. That's kind of cool. But at the same time, here on the private lobby, the advantage is that, well, you're going to be able to drive in just about any track, which you can on Quick Race because they don't update that often at all. Since the release of Legends Unite, there hasn't been an update to Quick Race and the tracks that are available over there. So anyway, the only thing is that Quick Race in the Switch can be played offline. This one definitely will not. But hey, at the very least, it's a step on the right direction, so I do appreciate that. Then we got career mode updates. We've brought a ton of quality of life updates to the career mode to help our newer players to progress through it a little bit easier. Wow, why is that? Is it just me or that was difficult to read? We've brought a ton of quality of life updates to the career mode to help our new players progress through it a little bit easier. Jesus. Changes made include rebalance difficulty. We've adjusted a few stages which were particularly tricky for newer players. Open car filters. We readjusted a few car requirements for some stages, and some cars could be complicated to unlock nowadays. Now this is really interesting because indeed there are some stages that do have requirements of cars, like you gotta use the Bentley Moltener Bacalar. It's like, whoa, that thing has only been available like once or twice. I don't know, but you know what I mean, right? Some objectives made easier as part of the difficulty rebalance. Some objectives in some stages have also been changed. That's a good thing. Rebalance rewards. We've also updated a few rewards across the board, including resources, card packs, and import parts. To make the process of unlocking and upgrading the required cars smoother. I just hope that they're not gonna give some epics for the Asterion that were not available before, and now because I've already finished the career, I won't be able to get them. Those epics are rare, alright? These changes are part of a wider effort on breathing some new life into the early stages of Asphalt, so expect to see more changes coming in future updates. This is overall a good thing, because, you know, when you're a new player, you're going to be playing career quite a bit. That's where you're going to start making some progress. So of course, it makes some sense to make it where more progress can be done over there. Maybe not necessarily progress that's going to help you a lot in multiplayer, but just in general, you know, to make the process a little bit more bearable. Then we got the multiplayer rewards. After last season's multiplayer reward update, this time we're going to be updating the reward pack contents for both Triumph rewards and League packs. Find out all of the details in our other features section below. And then we just go into new cars, which is formatted differently, but okay. We got the HTT Locus Plethora LC750. Now, this is a car that I know from Asphalt 8, so yeah, I've seen it before. I don't find it particularly good looking, but hey, here it is. It's a Class S car, maximum rank of almost 5,000. And looking at the stats, it's a bit of a peculiar one, because the top speed is not insanely fast by any means. 414, acceleration of 78 is not particularly good. The handling is pretty good, like really good at 75. And nitro, Jesus Christ, is it the highest nitro on all of Class S? Possibly. At 84.58, it's insane. This reminds me a little bit like a tweaked version of the 𝐍𝐿 S7. 𝐍𝐿 it's considerably faster by like 15 kilometers an hour. Acceleration and handling are a little bit worse, if I remember, yeah, I think they're a little bit worse, and then nitro is also a tad worse, like at 70 something. So it reminds me indeed like a stronger version, except a little bit slower. So how will this perform? I don't know. This might be interesting to see how a car like this does over there. But yeah. Then we got the Ferrari 499P Modificata. Now, we have already seen this car before in the competitions that they did at the end of last year and whatnot. So we have seen it, but here it is. Finally, it's going to be available at a rank of 4572 Class A. The stats, I don't know. I mean, they're not bad, but top speed of 358, it's average at best for Class A. The acceleration really good of 8454. Now, obviously, nowhere near as high as the highest or fastest accelerating cars in the class, but still, handling of 85, really high, and nitro of 7585, 7785, also pretty strong. So overall, it's a strong car. It's gonna be an agile car. It's gonna be a fun car, but it's a worth 45, almost 4600 rank. That's where I'm not sure that really makes sense, but hey, we'll see. You know how this game works with the ranks. Then we got the 𝐏𝐀𝐓𝐂𝐇, or is it 𝐏𝐀𝐓𝐃? Automobili Evo 37. Now, I know nothing about this car. I did not know that this car exists, so yeah. I don't know what to tell you about it in terms of looks. I really don't know anything about it. But yeah, so having a look at the stats, it's a Class D car for rank of 3108. So again, another one of those really high or top tier Class D cars. At a top speed of 297, almost 298. It's not particularly amazing, to be completely honest. It's kind of acceleration, of almost 81. It's okay, it's good. Handling of 78 is where it looks pretty good. And nitro 57, it's all right. So in general, I don't think this is going to be all that different than already existing cars in that high tier of Class D. But yeah, there it is. Then we got the FV Frangivento Sorpasso GT, the FV Frangivento GT65. Now I make that joke because it's kind of the same car. I do believe, I'm not 100% sure what's the deal with this, but it looks a lot like the Frangivento Sorpasso, and I'm almost willing to say that this might be like the road version of the car. The other one is a race version, because GT3 cars need to be homologated for the road as well. So there's got to be a road version and a race version. So the Sorpasso GT3 looks to me like it's the race version. Maybe this is the road version. I'm not sure, but either way, it's a Class B car of a rank of 4127, so considerably high. And looking at the stats, oh boy, it's going to be a peculiar one. Top speed of 371, it's amongst the fastest of the class in general. 371, it's faster than a bunch of Class A. Acceleration of almost 82, strong without being straight up insane, but you know, somewhat strong. Handling of 52, about 52, is where it suffers a little bit, and nitro 54, 39, also not fantastic. So basically, this reminds me a little bit of something like the Apollo N, tiny bit slower, but hey, this might be a very fun car to use nonetheless. It's a 5-star car, or apparently it is a 5-star car, which is a good thing because you know that I hate 6-star cars, especially in Class B. So yeah, this looks interesting to me. Actually, I would like to acquire this car. I don't even know how, but I think it's mentioned later. The Praga Bohemia. I don't know. This is going to be the Unite Pass car. So, you know, you go premium, you get the car instantly. This is a classic car, rank of 3553. Oh, that is, what is the word for that? When it can be read the same way forward and backwards. Whatever it is, but yeah, 3553. Anyway, so looking at the stats, Class C car, top speed of 315, not particularly fast, though fortunately not insanely slow. Acceleration of 80, it's good for Class C, pretty good, I would say. Handling of 80, very high, and nitro of almost 70, it's high as well, not insanely high, but still. So this kind of makes me think a little bit of the Ares, no, is it Ares? What is it? Hold on. Confirmed that it is the Ares S1, the one that I was thinking about. This reminds me a lot of that car in terms of the stats, only a little bit swapped. The handling in nitro is actually kind of similar to the Ares, but where it changes is the top speed and acceleration. While the Ares accelerates way better, like at 89, it is considerably slow at like at 307 or something like that. So this has them a little bit flipped. So it reminds me a lot of that car, and I still think that it's going to be a very fun car because in general, it's still an acceleration of 80. It's pretty good, especially for Class C. So this is going to be a very fun car to drive, and I'm actually kind of glad that it is the Legends Unite Pass, because this is the car that I'm going to be getting through the Unite Pass, and I just didn't want to do like a Grand Prix for it or whatever. So hey, I'm glad that I'll get it. But anyway, moving on, we got the Porsche 911 edition, 50 years Porsche design, which is like, didn't we just get one like this? I think the name was a little bit different, but it's another one of these Porsche 50 years. I don't know what to tell you about it. I'm not much into Porsche. I can barely tell them apart. I'm sorry, I'm just not a Porsche guy, at least the ones without a wing. But yeah, so classic car, rank of 3210. So that is a 4-star C class car. Looking at the stats, well, it kind of gives you an idea. It's also not particularly fast at 312, acceleration of 79. It's all right. Handling of 84, it's really high in nitro. At 70, it's pretty good as well. So actually, come to think about it, this is very similar to this car, isn't it? 315, 80, 80, 69. 312, 79, 84, 7. Yeah, they're kind of similar, except this is a 4-star car. This is a 5-star car. There's a difference of rank of like 300 points. That's peculiar, but okay. Moving on. we got the LEGO Technic Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, and that is a Class B car, 5 stars, rank of 3647, top speed of 327, kind of slow for a Class B, acceleration of 8276. It's okay for Class B over 80. It's okay. It's goodish. Handling of 80, pretty high. Nitro of 70, it's high-ish as well. This actually makes me think of a lesser or smaller, slightly weaker version of the Corvette Grand Sport. That's what it reminds me of. Similar in the sense that, except with much better acceleration for sure. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. So yeah, I mean, is it gonna make it as a spam? Probably not, because it doesn't have the absolute insane nitro that the Grand Sport has, though it's still very strong, so we'll see. Though I imagine this is gonna be way harder to get, which is gonna make it a lot less spam, but yeah, there's that. So anyway, those were the new cars. Let's have a look at the rest of the notes. We got the Carnival Rush season. I don't know how to read this. Join the party of parties as the HTT Automobile Locus Plethora LC750 leads our parade in our main special event. You'll also be able to rush to the party in the new Praga Bohemia. I don't know how to pronounce that. Including this update Unite Pass car for both seasons. And then it lists the special events. For the Plethora, I'm not going to read the whole name again. The king of the party comes with friends, as the event will include the Lamborghini Sesto. Let's go! The Lamborghini SC20. All right. Celine S7, the one that I was talking about earlier, Bugatti Divo, and the Chimera Automobile Evo 37. So honestly, I'm just interested in getting some blueprints for my Sesto Lamento in my main account, that's all. But yeah. Pagani Mola Special Edition. Special event. I'm sorry. I see I think special edition. A special event. An Italian classic joins the celebration alongside the Porsche Panamera Turbo S, Lamborghini Aventador SVJ Rosa Polo Evo, and the Aston Martin DBS GT Zagato. This actually hypes me up a little bit because I do want to get this car started up further on my Switch account. Though over there, I have a little bit of problems with the Apollo Evo, but either way, it's going to be interesting. A lot of people, I am sure, are going to be taking this opportunity to start up this car, if not max it out. So that's kind of neat. Oh, but here comes the part that I've been waiting for so long. The Lamborghini S63 Unleash. We'll end the party on a high note, also included the Aston Martin Vector 4GT Mark II, Lamborghini Murcielago, and the Lamborghini Reventon. Now, I said that this hypes me up a lot. In my main account, I already have that car at gold because I went crazy with it in the Grand Prix, but in my Switch account, this Grand Prix never happened. So on the Switch, nobody owns this car. So yeah, this is gonna be finally my opportunity to get it. I'm gonna be spending a dumb amount of tokens. You see how I've been saving tokens? That's what they're for. Is it an amazing car? No. I mean, it's pretty good, but nothing amazing. It's a Class V car, and I'm gonna spend my tokens dumbly on it because it's a Lambo, and that's how I do. But anyway, 𝐏𝐀𝐓𝐄𝐒 Aquilon. Starway event, you know how this works, so it's fine. And then finally, the Chimera Automobile Evo 37 Grand Prix, a new Grand Prix for an all-new car. So, we got another Grand Prix for another high-tier Class D car. Sounds familiar. It seems that they're really committing to this. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but hey, you know, I miss the times where the Grand Prix were for cars that were a little bit more interesting. But hey, it is what it is. At least, if you're skilled enough, you will be able to unlock that car if you do well in the Grand Prix. Next up, we got the time-limited event. Road to Carnival. Three weekend events will lead the way, each featuring a different car in order. We got the Draco GTE, the Nissan R390 GT1, and ending with the Aston Martin DBS Superleggera. Now, the Superleggera is a common car. The Draco has gotten a million hunts and events already, so yeah. Nissan, I guess this will be the rarest, but yeah, I don't know. I guess this is just gonna be to get a little bit of blueprints or an opportunity to buy blueprint for tokens in the shop or whatever. American Football Day. Speed down the AstroTurf on the Lotus Evija. What? I have no idea what this means, but you know what? I'm not gonna question it. Yeah, Lotus Evija, so if you wanna start it up, that will be your opportunity on buying packs, of course. Lantern Festival. Amaze at the illuminated twilight while enjoying the Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo Evo, Chevrolet Corvette Grand Sport, and the Pagani Huayra BC. Grand Sport and Huayra BC are common cars. The Trofeo Evo, it's relatively rare-ish. And I say that, and even nowadays there's more ways to get it, but still. So yeah. Valentine's Day. Time for some romance aboard the Pagani Zonda HP Barquera. Like, look, I get it. It's difficult to attach a car to a particular, like, you know, Valentine's, but what does the Zonda HP Barquera has to do with Valentine's? I don't know. Nothing, probably. They just picked a car and let's run with it. It would have been the same if it said, time for some romance aboard the, I don't know, the whatever, the RSS1, you know, like, it makes equally as much sense. Then we had the oh wow, I don't know how to pronounce that. Tash Mahostav 2025. Celebrate the arts with the ultra classy Aston Martin Vantage GT12. Okay, I like the car. Common though. Boss mode, face against the intimidating Bentley Continental GT Speed. So they're returning with the boss mode. I hope that it has been tweaked a little bit. I think a lot of players were disappointed by the boss mode, that it was built up to be, wow, an amazing mode. And I think for non-super experienced players, this probably was a lot of fun and it had some challenge. But for people who play multiplayer and whatnot, we're used to the competitiveness in that regard. The AI in boss mode was simply just not up to par. But hey, that's kind of how it goes. Multiplayer is really the boss mode, as someone else said in a previous video. Rio Festival 2025. All roads lead to Rio. Take the cars from road to Carnival to their final destination, featuring the Aston Martin DBS Superleggera, Nissan... Oh, wait. Is it the same thing that we just read? Oh, yeah, because it's related to this. Oh, okay, I see. Crescent Moon, featuring the Bentley Mulliner Bacalar. Oh, the one that I was mentioning earlier. Nice. World Wildlife Day. Jeez. We bring a special selection of appropriately themed cars with the Dodge Viper, Lamborghini Murcielago Roadster, and the Asphalt 𝐏𝐀𝐄𝐒. Yeah, because it's animals. Car hunts. Ooh, this is interesting. Unite Pass hunt for the Mustang RTR Spec 5 10th anniversary, which, you know, was recently a car from the Unite Pass. And now you're going to be able to, if you own the new Unite Pass, you're going to be able to do that hunt. The Porsche Panamera Turbo S, Porsche 911 50th, that one, I think it's the new one, by the way. So new car that you can get through a car hunt. That's kind of neat. And then the Aston Martin Vector. Now, this is obviously the one that people probably should be the most excited about, because the Vector is a pretty decent Class A car. So this is going to be your opportunity to get it. I still think that it's probably the best Class A car that you can get through a regular hunt. So yeah, go for it. If you already have some progress, then you're going to be able to continue making more progress. If you already have the car maxed out, but without epics, well, the Riot is going to be what you're going to be interested in. Anyway, other features. Multiplayer rewards update. Last update, we added some big changes to our reward structure as we continue to strive to improve the multiplayer experience each update. For this update, we've taken a look at our pack contents and given them an update offering new cars for both Triumph and League rewards. We plan to continue updating the League rewards and throughout the series, so expect more information each update. Triumph rewards and Epic Import parts will only be updated each season around 6 months. The team is very interested in hearing your feedback on our reward selection as we'll continue to work on it throughout the year. Oh, and keep an eye for the next update. We'll have more surprises in store. Alright, so the reason why I cited was not about this. I just cited because, man, you know what change I'm gonna complain about, and honestly that kind of bothers me because I was legit working towards it, but hey. Long story short, no more Hennessy Venom F5 in the Legend pack. And how terrible is that? Yeah, I was slowly working my way towards it. I probably have like, I don't know, 30 blueprints for it or so. So I was aiming to continue getting more of those, but now they're not gonna be there anymore, so there's that. Now, I think you have seen all of this stuff. Look, I'm just gonna read you out the cars that are here. I'm not gonna be able to comment a lot because I never paid too much attention to the cars that are in these packs, because pretty much all of the cars that were in the existing packs I already had, so never cared too much as to analyzing and, oh, I got blueprints for this or that. But hey, let's see, because I think it was more readable over here. Yeah, so we can read them over here, or we can just read them over here. It's easier here. Bronze pack, it'll design Da Vinci Ford Mustang Mach-E 1400. That's a key car. Bogwell MXK Nagari, Lamborghini Gallardo, Peugeot SR1, 370Z Union Edition, Aston Martin V12 Speedster, that's a key car. Mercedes-Benz 2022 show car Vision AMG. That's not a key car, I don't think so. So right out of the gate, there's key car blueprints here. Now, I get it. If you already own the car, but you had it at 2 stars, it's gonna be a good thing. But otherwise, I don't know, it's just gonna be kind of annoying to be getting blueprints for a car that you cannot unlock. Even if you max it out, you're not gonna be able to unlock. You're gonna have to wait until a particular event has the thing where, hey, if you happen to have this car maxed, then you can get the key, which is, you know, a good thing. But still, it's gonna be really annoying to be getting blueprints for these cars and be like, really? When am I gonna acquire this car? Who knows? But moving on. Silver pack, we had the, well, same thing, it'll design, blah, 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 blah. Where does it change? Oh, it's mixed up, right? Okay, so Bowen Nagari with Zelda, Gallardo, BMW M4 GT3, Pagani Huayra R. Whoa. I mean, this I like because I do own the car, but isn't this also a key car? No, I think this is just blueprints. I'm not even sure. Peugeot SR1, 370Z Neon Edition, V12 Speedster, Showcase Vision. Why do they have to mix them up like this anyway? Why don't you just put the newer ones below at the bottom? Anyway, Ford GT Mark II, that is a key car? I think it is. 718 Cayman GT4 Club Sport key car, Apollo IE. All right. Same thing. Let's see, where does it change? Citroen GT by Citroen. Okay. Verzilla P1. Is that a key card? No, I think that's not a key card. We got, let's see, the Super Leggera. We got the Zenvo T SRS. That's a key card. Oh, Vanda, of course, Vanda. And the Porsche 935. I love this car, but it's a key car. Jesus. Then we got a Platinum Pack. Where does it change? Oh boy, why did they have to organize it this way? It's terrible. Okay, I think they're at the bottom indeed this time. A Lamborghini SC20. That's a key car. The Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse. I believe that's a key card, but I'm not sure 100%. Aston Martin Valkyrie and the Ajlani Dracuma. All right, these are relatively... Well, the Valkyrie you can get through the Legend store nowadays, but still. Then finally on the Legend pack, let's see... Naran Hyper Coupe. Is that a key card? Not sure. Deus Fayan. I don't even know if it's a key card. This Class S cars I really am not familiar with, so there's that. Then we got the... GSRS I mentioned earlier, but yeah, key card, unfortunately. Yeah, basically the same thing. So yeah, Legend Pack lost the oh, there was no rematch. The Concept S, was there? Did they remove it already? Wasn't that required version? Oh boy, okay, whatever. Yeah, so it's kind of annoying. The main pain obviously is the fact that we lost the chance to get blueprints for the Hennessy Venom 5, which is, you know, one of the kings in the game, and one that through multiplayer grinding, grinding quite a bit, but through multiplayer grinding, you could unlock and maybe even get it to a bunch of stars and whatnot. That was honestly a thing that really excited me about playing more multiplayer and getting those blueprints for that car and eventually unlocking it. It's like, yeah, it's a massive grind, but it's a really good car, so it's kind of worth it. Now that it's gone, I hate it. I'm sorry, but I hate it, and I think everybody will hate it, and I don't believe that 𝐏𝐀𝐓𝐄𝐒 is gonna care too much about it, because I think that was indeed a strategic move. They're like, nah, you're not gonna get this really good car. Anyway, Triumph rewards and Epic Import parts. So over here they do a breakdown and follow this. I'm not gonna get into it because again, I'm not familiar enough with multiplayer to be able to tell you how much this differs from how it was. So that I'm gonna leave that to you to analyze and determine if for you specifically it's something good. Epic Import parts for the Idle Design Da Vinci, for Mustang Mach-E, Bowell, Gallardo, M4, Huayra R, Citroen, for Zilla, Naran, and Deus Vayan. Okay. Then we go into the car balancing changes. Once again, this is in a completely different format, so hey, there's that. The Pininfarina H2 Speed. We're slightly nerfing the Pininfarina H2 Speed, as we noticed it was performing a bit above its car ranking, especially at stock. For this reason, we're slightly reducing its nitro and max top speed. The car should maintain a similar feel with driving it at max, but will require a little more skill at stock to maximize its nitro. We hope that this change will make the car feel more in line with its displayed rank and add some variety to the meta. Alright, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think it's a secret that the Pininfarina has been a pretty strong car overall for a long time. Was it like imbalanced? Honestly, I don't know. It did seem strong, but I wouldn't say that it seemed all that strong. Now, they're emphasizing that apparently the change is mostly going to affect the stock car. And that is the part where, I don't know, maybe at stock it was really good comparatively speaking to other cars of the same rank. But honestly, I have no idea. And maybe even 𝐏𝐀𝐓 never realized this because of how multiplayer used to work. Not a lot of people would be keen to drive that car at stock. But now in MP2, there's more reason for people to bring that car because, I just unlocked it, let's try it. And maybe over there is what it was showing, that it was strong. I don't know. Because they say that they hope that the car is going to be still feeling similar at the maximum rank, but we'll see. The part that does get me excited is the Bentley Continental GT3 because, man, I love the way that car looks and it says. We think the Bentley Continental GT3 could use some love. The car can be a bit moody and require some skill to get used to its suspension, but we felt it was still underperforming once player took time to learn the playstyle. To help boost overall performance without impacting the playstyle, we're increasing the car's nitro to hopefully increase the results and overall appeal of the car. Wait, why is this? I think, yeah, the formatting here kind of broke. I think this 120 FPS was meant to be in a different line. But anyway, so yeah, they're improving the Bentley Continental by increasing the nitro. Some will say it's probably gonna be like 1 or 2 points of nitro, but hey, if it helps, it helps. So long as they don't touch it in terms of how it drifts and whatnot, because actually that's why I like that car a lot. It's one of the high tier class D cars that actually it's agile, because a lot of them are very, very sluggish. This one, hey, it's kind of agile, so I like it. So anyway, 120 FPS returning to Android players, so that's kind of neat. I mean, if you have a phone that can support that, but yeah. New Steam achievements, we've included some achievements on Steam, so get hunting. Nissan GTR Neon Top Speed Fix. Oh, this is an issue that was pointed out to me very recently on a live stream that indeed I never knew because I didn't own the car. But yeah, the top speed didn't match between what it said on the menu and what it was in game. So they're saying that they're changing it, or it has been resolved. Is it gonna keep the top speed as it is, or is it gonna increase to the number that it should be? Who knows? I'm willing to say it did not increase. It rather they just increased the number on the screen, but I don't know. Private lobby issue with full lobby fixed. Private lobby should no longer crash when it's starting a full lobby. And that is that. That's all there is for the patch notes. So overall, in terms of the cars, excuse me, I'm not particularly excited about the new cars. Don't care too much about the plethora. The Ferrari 499 Modificata, I would like to get it. Though actually they didn't even mention it, right? So who knows when, if that's going to be available, how to get it. Probably it's a key car, so it might be a Grand Prix or something, and people are going to go crazy, so my chances are low, but either way. This one I'm interested in, simply because I like the LMH type of cars. The 𝐏𝐀𝐓𝐄𝐒, not particularly interested. The Frangivento looks alright. I would like to get it, but it's not like I'm dying for it, though. Given the stats, it's kind of cool. The Praga, it's cool looking, and I'm gonna get it simply for being part of the Legend Pass or Unite Pass. And the Porsche 911 50th, I don't care. The Corvette Stingray, also, I'm not particularly interested. So overall, for me personally, it's a mixed bag. But I can understand how for you it will be different. Some of these cars may actually excite you a lot, and maybe you see the cars that I want and you're like, oh god, DBT, why? So yeah, obviously this is completely personal. I'm just giving you my thoughts and how I look at it. So overall, this is gonna be an interesting season. At least I'm glad to see that the Unite Pass, at least for me, seems like a fun one. And yeah, we'll see how the rest of things goes. Some of the cars that are going to be featured in the special events and whatnot, it's interesting. Like I said, I'm really interested on starting on my Sesto Elemento. Also somewhere over there was a mention. Oh yeah, the Reventon over here for the Unleashed. That's another one of those Lambos that in neither account I managed to get to max star, so this might be my opportunity. So we'll see how it goes. Overall, I'm excited for it, mostly because Lambo. But yeah, no new Lambos. It's fine. At least I get to complete my collection once again. So there you have it. Just wanted to give you a full readout through the patch notes. Again, sorry that I was kind of late to making this video, but again, I only make these videos when this is available on the website, and only today it was made available, so only today I'm making this video. Once again, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and all that good stuff, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.